know people who've met like on Twitter.
Yes, or TikTok. Honestly,
Twitter, TikTok, all of those
but like
things.
you know, you have to validate. But like,
them.
how do you? Because I'm an old person. Sorry. I feel like low key though. I could easily be catfish. Now that I'm thinking this out. I just believe it.
Hey, welcome back to Two Little Wine Podcast with Ashley
and Jara.
Cheers.
Cheers. We should have like a theme music. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome.
How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Feeling fresh.
Me too.
Feeling cool.
Feeling vibrant.
Oh yeah.
Energized. Oh yeah.
All of that.
Oh
yeah. We're just gonna like jump right
into
in.
it.
Have you ever been catfished?
I don't know. You know what? I probably have been, to be honest, because I feel like I just trust people. Like I just like as a kid, I feel like, you know, when we obviously had MySpace and like AIM and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
oh, okay, yep,
yeah,
yep.
Like I feel like I've definitely, cause I just be like, hey, yeah, whatever.
Like you
just conversationalist, yeah.
You just talk to random people.
When they would send me messages.
Oh, yeah. I guess honestly, like that whole thing is so foreign to me because my parents never let me have
social media as a kid. Yeah. I feel like AIM was like you can add people and you literally do not know who they are. It's just a chat box. Yeah. So I feel like
true. I never.
No, in middle school I was in Gilbert. I remember because I made mine and it was my name. I'm gonna already start on a tangent, but I remember my name was Jara. You know how like you guys call me Jara, but Jari is my other one, right? So it was Jari Rocks. Oh. And it had like 0000, and when I used to have to tell people to like write it down in 00. But yeah, random people would just like find me and like message me, and I used to just talk to them. So like in that aspect, but like dating, no. Have you? Okay.
No, I don't recall ever being catfished in general. Mm-hmm. No, I'm trying to think. Like no.
Right.
But
The only thing close I will say is like when people like look one way on social media, and I feel like it happens more with girls, but like they look like someone and then you see them in real life and you're like, that's not her, or like that's not him.
Like they don't necessarily look like their pictures. Yeah. I could see
like
that
sometimes
happening.
I feel like I'm a catfish. Well, not anymore because I don't have social media anymore, but
I don't think you're a catfish.
Thank you.
In case you need that little bit of reassurance.
Thank you. But the reason why Ashley asked me is because
we watched Sweet Bobby, and I mean, growing up, did you ever watch Catfish?
Yes. Crazy.
How does it happen?
The lengths that people go to catfish.
Yeah.
But like, so Sweet Bobby is new or new-ish, right?
Yeah,
it's on Netflix, and basically it's this girl that gets catfish, guys, for 10 years.
Yeah.
And this is what got me effed up, Ashley. She's 32 when this starts.
She started at 32? Oh, I didn't know she started at 32.
That's crazy.
I knew that she was like up in her late 30s when she like discovered it, or like when
she met him. 32.
Yeah. Oh.
And it ended when she was 42. That's sad. But that was a red flag. But
yeah.
Anywho.
Yes. But in general, right? Like thinking about catfish now, I'm like, it's 2024. Mm-hmm. We have so many means of like seeing each other, like FaceTime, WhatsApp, like whatever the case may be. I think Instagram even has video calls. Mm-hmm. So like, how do we get there? I mean, I'm saying like it doesn't make sense because I know it still happens to this day.
Oh.
Yeah, like even like meeting people online, like to go on dates, dating apps and stuff like that. It's like, let's FaceTime before we go on a date.
Right.
Because
I feel like there's a level of delusion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's no way. So like this girl, right? When she starts talking to him, it's like on Facebook or whatever. So it's just messaging.
And it was just as friends.
Mm-hmm. And then like, and she was also like in a real-time relationship. Like she had a boyfriend.
I think they both were.
Yeah. But like guys, throughout the throughout while she's talking and as the years go by, like this girl, like 1 year in, she went to a club and she ran into him and she goes up to him. She's like, hey, Bobby, like this is so-and-so or whatever. And he's like, who? What?
Yeah.
Whatever. And then she was just like, I just brushed it off like he was drunk and I never brought it up to him through message. First of all, okay. That's the first like red flag of the Lulu.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there were more, but at the same time, I'm trying to empathize with her and like people in the situation.
Until it gets to the point where like in the beginning, I get it. You're friends, like it's platonic. You know people who know people, and that's how like you come into like contact or whatever through like online. But then again, like you just said, in this day and age, there's FaceTime. Like there was, if you like during it, did you notice how like she would voice note and she would video him and he just something was wrong with his voice or something was wrong with his phone. That's crazy. Like in this day and age, please see the person. Like ass to face, like that's scary.
I had somebody ask me to call me, and when we were on the phone, and he's like, thank God your voice matches your face.
That would have been funny. That would.
Because even, I mean, you just never know.
You never know. I feel like though, like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
But even like, I think it happens to, so that's somebody that we don't know.
Yeah.
There was this, I can't think of somebody off the top of my head that I know in my life, but there's this girl that I've been following on TikTok for years, right? She's a social media influencer. She
got catfished? Our
age. And yes, she was catfished for, I think it was like 8 or 9 months.
How?
It was during COVID, and then when she came out and she told her story, right? She basically was like,
This is now Ashley?
Yes, she just shared this story like within the last year.
What?
Because she was so embarrassed to like share it before, but and she was just like, I was so messed up about the whole situation. But what she shared is like, I wanted to believe it so bad. So when we couldn't FaceTime, when we couldn't talk on the phone, it didn't matter because I wanted to believe it so bad because of the way like everything else in my life was going.
Yeah. Like she was finding like a home in this person and like trusting this person that was not. So like it was a guy, she was talking to a guy.
Yeah.
And he was not. Like he was a completely different person.
It was a girl.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think it was a girl.
Even if it was a guy, but like, damn.
But yeah, but I mean, if you're thinking you're falling in love with this guy, as long if it's anybody that it's not who they said they were. And the way she ended up finding out was by getting a private investigator.
That's how Sweet Bobby did. That's how she did it too.
Yeah, that's how she found out.
Guys, and Sweet Bobby, it was her cousin the whole time. Her little cousin, bro. That's like 10 years younger than her.
That
for
part,
10 years. And they had sexy time conversations.
Because no. Because okay, they got engaged.
Yes. And you know, there was a part where he was controlling her, where he was like, you need to text me whenever you get home. You can't go to so-and-so's house. You don't remember that?
Yes.
And when I think about that it was her little cousin Ashley. Think about like one of us catfishing you. I'm a murder. Like ass. You should murder me.
Damn. Whoa.
Send me to the psych ward because I got some problems. No, but like, damn. Now that you give me that example, though, I feel like.
So that's what I mean. Like it happens to people that you wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, no. And to play devil's advocate now with AI looks so real too. I feel like I could get catfished.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, that is scary. But I think it's so important for us to be like intuitive with ourselves and like, because something sounds nice or somebody is selling you this idea or this dream and like it feels good to talk to somebody or to text somebody to get attention, like let's be real. And it didn't help, at least in that situation. Other people in her life were encouraging this. Personally, I think that if I was telling you, hey, I'm talking to this guy for and it's been a year and you're like, girl, you ain't seen him yet? You ain't talked to him yet? Like, that's a problem. You know what I mean? Like, but instead people in her life were like, almost encouraging it. So they were like living in that.
I also don't feel like maybe like her parents or like the people that were encouraging her didn't know like the full extent to what it was.
Oh, probably. Yeah. That's
you know what, low-key, like this gives me, it gives me like, I'm thinking about Love is Blind though, because you can actually like fall in love with the person without ever meeting them, right? Yeah. I think it's the part of deception that makes it fucked up. Yeah. Because if you just like, but then it's like, maybe the people that are being catfished, I'm playing devil's advocate. What if the people like that are catfishing, like they don't think that they're like attractive, or like that the person that they're into would be into them?
Well, that's usually, I think that's what happens a lot. Yeah. Some sort of sense of insecurity in that person, that they feel like they need to pretend to be somebody else. But then you have like this, it's her cousin. It was her cousin.
Yeah, no, that was
sick.
Or
on Catfish, I feel like a lot of the things would be like somebody's ex, like their ex would be pretending to be somebody else, or
like you're like control at that point. You're controlling the situation, and you're like psychotic. Yeah.
It's concerning, and I don't think people don't recognize like how much it could affect other people. And then I'm sure in that whole time that she's like, that you're like pretending to be somebody that you're not, there has to be moments where you're like, this is catching up to me, like where it's overwhelming. Yeah. So, but then for whatever reason you don't
just
stop.
Keep going. Oh, it's just all very sad. Oh, yeah. It was.
And when you think about it like that too, if you think about situations that you have been in that you're like, I need to end this, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, or like I need to come clean about some sort of feelings that I have, and you like prolong it.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like I think we can empathize with that, and I think people. I feel like I could say like everyone has probably felt that kind of way in the past. So there's that, but the way that it affects people's lives
psychologically, like damn, like wild. You just like poured like all your whatever into like time, energy, like affection, right? Even though it's over online or like messages, and then like for it all to be a lie. Oh my god.
Because there are plenty of people who get in relationships and fall in love like long distance, right? Like they match, or like they meet. Oh, I know people who've met like on Twitter.
Yes, or TikTok. Honestly,
Twitter, TikTok, all of those things.
But like you have to validate. But like how do you? Because I'm an old person. Sorry. I feel like low key though. Nah, I could easily be catfish. Now that I'm thinking this out. I just believe it.
Explain, please.
Because like I don't know how to use technology that much, and so like people could just take all these pictures. Like I don't feel like I would really like, if there wasn't like something that was like out there outwardly a red flag, I don't think that I would notice. Like if these people are, if this person is good.
I'm going to do my thorough investigation on you. Okay. Like, I'm the person I'm looking at. I'm looking at all of your pictures, your tagged pictures. Who are you like I'm looking at those things.
Actually, but in Sweet Bobby, she made over 50 plus profiles, and they were all interconnected, and they were like posting on each other. If you were
to have looked at those pictures though, when they show you, every single friend is like, not every single friend, but most of the people had like pictures of a cat, of a dog.
Oh yeah, like a car.
Y'all got you have 20 friends. Yeah. 20. I mean, some of them did have a lot.
That was her, but yeah.
But
No, but like, what if like people? I feel like there's people that even on the Catfish show, like they literally stole somebody's identity at that point.
I mean, I remember watching Catfish. I haven't watched it in years, but I'm surprised that they're still making new seasons.
Yeah.
Like what? How is this still happening? And it goes with both sides, like the victim, and I don't know what you would call the other person. Not the aggressor. Yeah. Like, there's things going on both sides where
you think I think it has to do with like how do you know if you're? But how would you know if you're easily manipulated? Like,
how do you know if you're a person who's easily manipulated?
Yeah. Like, do you think that the people that get catfished is because like they're yearning for something and they can't find it?
Potentially.
Right? Or like, because they're essentially finding like a safe place, and that's why they become vulnerable, right?
Like they're getting attention from somebody.
Or like they're physically attracted to this person by how they're presented. So like then the emotional comes into play and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I do know, it's funny that we're talking about this now because recently I just heard a story about like when we were in high school and like this kid was talking to some girl and it was like through MySpace or Facebook or whatever, and like he asked her out on a date, and then when he was like waiting for her to like walk up to him in the movie theaters, he was like, where is this girl? She's like, I'm on the escalator. He's just looking at the escalator like, where is this girl? She was there, but she just looked nothing like
her pictures?
Yeah. And he was
but it
like,
was her.
It was her. No, it was her.
Okay. Well, that's different. I mean,
is that technically kind of a catfish though? If she looked completely different, that's a catfish.
Yeah.
Because you're physically looking different.
Yes, but like I think also when we think about like there's filters, there's makeup, like all of that stuff. Yeah, it can change the way that you look. And I think people know that. Like, you know what I mean? I think a lot of people know that. Like, this picture doesn't really look like me on a regular day.
I don't know.
I don't mean that in no safe way.
No, I'm just laughing because I'm like, because just sometimes I be like, am I catfish? You say I'm not, but like,
I
you know
don't think
what
you
I mean?
are
like,
because you have, like, for example, not when you had your social media, there was a variety of pictures, like you with makeup, you without makeup, you up close, far, like all of the, you know what I mean? There's a variety. But if you got that one pose that's like this, you know what I mean? Then maybe it looks different. I don't know. If y'all see me in the street, let me know if you think I'm a catfish, please.
Yeah, like I would want to know.
It's like a switch up. I gotta switch up the profile.
I want to hear some like real, like, not like, I'm just curious if there's anybody watching that has been catfished.
And how do you, like,
how'd you find out?
Yeah, like, or like, how do you kind of, because I feel like I'm like thinking, my brain is going faster than my mouth, but like I'm thinking that I could imagine you feeling like, how did I let this happen?
Yeah, I would feel
right?
so like, robbed and angry and like taken advantage of. Like when you see her, like there's points that she's crying, the girl, and I literally am watching this like, damn, but there was a like, girl.
Yeah, because like, I think you can go on both sides. Like,
yeah. And then when she met Bobby for real, Bobby was like, girl, who is this lady? And I said, damn, he keeps calling her this lady.
Like, she's in love with you.
She's in love with him. Like, oh my God, that broke my heart. Like, yeah. Yeah. That's crazy.
But it happens. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, you know, you gotta do your fact check,
due
your
diligence,
Googles.
get your girls, get your cousins, snoop and look.
Well, that's why I also think it's really important, like when you're dating someone and when you start to talk to people, like, yeah, I'm not saying you have to go tell the whole world, but you definitely have to have like your people that you trust to like talk to.
Yeah.
Because there's
you need outside perspectives
you don't see.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think sometimes we're thinking like so much like, oh, I want to like protect this and this and this and that. But like, we need that. Obviously, if you have to have people that you trust and that have your best interest in mind.
Right.
To be able to like open your eyes, because
you could be like tunnel vision, like in love and all this stuff. You're gonna have to show me that girl.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe I
actually really like enjoy her content. Like you could tell how much she's changed over the years, like with her experience, like multiple experiences, not just that one, but yeah.
It's so crazy to think too, like even along the lines of like this is completely separate, this is not catfish, but like you're with somebody, like let's say you're with somebody, because this other girl popped up, she was married like with this man, and like he just turned out to be, she found out so many things.
Risa Tisa?
Is it Risa Tisa? No, but like she's a perfect example too. Yeah, who did I marry? Who the fuck did I marry? Yes, but like that's kind of like our modern day catfish version, like where you're with this person. When
somebody's like manipulating you, or like just
you only have this one side, but then there's like this whole story. Yeah. I feel like that has like the catfish that we used to know maybe turned into that.
Yeah.
And like
like it's not so easy to like play somebody with social media, but like you could put some sort of facade up, which again is why I'm like, you gotta bring your people around.
Do you think people are like how? Like, you think this is like psychological though? Like, you think that there are some people that are just like more prone to it than others? I would think that it's somebody that's like lonelier.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think that like again, like for example, you're saying like, oh, I think I could be catfished, and I'm like, not saying absolutely no way, because you never know. But to me, I'm like, I think I'm a type of person that I'm gonna research you.
Yeah.
So it may be a little bit harder, let's say, then I'm not necessarily as trusting or like whatever. So that could be the thing. I think also there was a time where like, or there even now, like people follow people that they don't know and they have conversations with people, interactions, and I'm like, that's just not.
So I feel like that is like how my old personality was, and like I always say now my age is showing, because now I'm not here for it. Like when I deactivated my Instagram, like my personal Instagram during the summer, and I feel like I'm not missing out on anything, because I feel like it was like the old me that was like super friendly and like just followed people and had followed me or whatever. But like I feel like now I'm in the stage where it's like, if I see you and I'm not gonna say hi to you in real life because I don't know you, then what's the point of us following each other?
Yep.
Yeah.
Even people that I've started to do that, even people that like, maybe I went to school with them at some point, or this or that, or we were cool at some point, but now
it's just not.
We don't see each other and stuff. Then, because sometimes I just feel like, personally, what I post is more like private or intimate. I'm not like.
It's not like for the world.
It's just my own experiences, my own documentation of my life. You know. I think I can go through my whole following and be like, all right, I know this person from this, or like, you know, how I'm connected with people. But that's all just preference too.
Right.
I feel like I grew up like, you don't trust nobody. You don't know what anybody's intentions are. Not you don't trust anybody, but like in general, like you just gotta be careful with people around you. So, but yeah.
Yeah, guys, let us know if you've been catfished before.
Are you like Jara? Do you think that you could easily be catfished?
Like, for real. Like, or I truly, you know what? I'm going to ask the people that I know if they have been catfished. And like, how, I would like to know how. You know me, I'm nosy. It's not my business, but I want to know.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Watch Sweet Bobby on Netflix. Free promo.
You're not getting paid to say that.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. We don't have Twitter. TikTok,
Instagram, and YouTube at Two Little Wine Podcast.
Bye.
Bye.